Hello friends, now let us take up the concept number 9, 16.9, covariant return types. This concept was introduced in the 5.0 version, Java 5.0 version. This is applicable in the context of inheritance, mainly method overriding. As I explained to you earlier, try to recall it. Why we make method overriding? Actually, the superclass method or variables, whatever are there, automatically inherited by the subclass. Subclass wants to use them as they are. There is no issue. If you want to use your father's car as it is, there is no issue. Obviously, you get it out of inheritance. But in subclass, its functionality is to be modified. Modified means it may be extended or it may be changed. In such case, subclass must override the method which is inherited by the superclass. That already explained to you. And more technically, if you simply write the same version of the superclass method in the subclass body also, that means if you do not make any modifications to the method also, system treats it as overriding. In case of overriding, what is the prerequisite? The header, the signature should be same. Signature definition is different from method overloading and method overriding. In case of method overloading, we never take a return type into consideration. In case of method overriding, we take entire header as the signature. That means it includes a return type, method name, list of types of parameters. Everything in the header will be treated as a signature in case of method overriding. That means whatever signature superclass method is having, the subclass overridden method also should have the same signature. Because of that, what you can understand, the return type of the overridden method should be same. Whatever is there, the superclass, the same should be applicable. And already I told you, methods may deal with primitive type or reference type. In case now, covariant return types is applicable to reference type, mainly classes, but not primitives. Of course, simple concept, but try to understand that. With this simple example, you can understand what is the covariant return type. Now here you see circle. Circle is the superclass. In the superclass, we have written one method, demo area, and it takes double radix. One argument it takes. Okay, what is its return type? Its return type is output string. Actually, so far I didn't introduce that. In forthcoming chapters, Java IO management, I am going to explain this. Output string. Just simply understand that it is meant for writing output. It provides all the functionalities relating to writing output. That you have to understand. In this context, you need not know about its features and functionalities. So, this method in superclass we have written. Thereafter, we have subclass writ as cylinder. Cylinder extends circle. In that also, similar method, demo area we have written. Once we have written demo area and what are the prerequisites, the entire signature should be same according to before this concept. Whatever signature is here, the same signature should be used in overridden method also in subclass. Now, because of that, from 5.0 version onwards, what is allowed, narrowing of this return type. Narrowing of a return type is allowed. That means it's not only this is superclass, it's a subclass type is also allowed. Narrowing means actually if you take circle and cylinder, actually content wise it is bigger, but type wise it is narrower, narrowed one. So here output stream, file output stream is the subclass of the output stream. Output stream before 5.0 version, what should we write? We must write, it is mandatory, we can write only output stream. Now, because of this feature, we are able to write the subclass of output stream, that is file output stream. Same thing, remaining signature is same. This is the point. This simple way you have to understand. This is applicable for the classes, but not for the, that means reference types only. It is not applicable to the primitive types. How it is not applicable to primitive types also I told, but it is not applicable. Suppose simple example I am giving you here test 1. In this calculate sum, one method you have defined, its a return type is double, it takes double A double B. Okay, thereafter test 2, this is the subclass of the test 1 superclass. In that calculate sum, we are writing here float we have written, it is double float, it does not accept. So you must write double only, this concept is not applicable to primitives, that is why just I showed you. So here this is a class, that is why subclass reference return type is valid. This only you have to understand. Actually you may not feel this concept is very great, but while you are performing programs, you feel it is a very privileged feature, it is a very smart feature, that is only implementation based, then only you can understand that.